functionality how our script app works. So let's go by items in the list. So go to our screen, and I want to show the app name. So app name is Amazon Autoresponder. Also we can see it in your bar. Also, so can we contain displayed. So ID number, we can see it by homepage. So project number is this value. So the next next I will present how works Oauth run process. So now I installed our application for the file test add-on, and then go to menu item with our app and just on test item, continue, choose an account, advanced, save. So our application wants to see and download all the Google Drive files, but really we don't need it. We just need to create only one file or use a current active file to print our logs of activity of our application. So really we don't use it, and by the code we have responsible part for that, and let me remember. So by the way, it should be Google Drive library. So we use only one thing, that we get current file ID. If it doesn't exist, we'll create it. So the main functionality presented in this function of pseudo class Google Drive. So getting active spreadsheet, and if we don't have it, we check, and we don't have the file which we send to this function, we just create the new one. If not there, we just open, if file is there, it's true, and get this file by ID and get the sheets from this file, and that's all. How we work and use this scope in the app. So the next one, there it is. So view and manage spreadsheets that this application has been installed in. So the first that we use get active spreadsheet, and also use it for putting some fields to the spreadsheet and editing current file, which will open it. Let me remember. Let me think. It should be in log library, yeah. So Google Drive, it's our library, it's our class, global class, which presented in Google Drive library, set value. So how it is it, just set value for some range, for some values, that's it. The next part, you and manage your Google groups. So we restrict access to our application by the group. If the user in our group, we give access. So this part of code presented in access library. So there is just get the group by email, then get a current user, check if group has this user, and that's all. Let me update. So 1 second. Need to go back. 1 second. Yeah, there is. So yeah, there is some different logic because user doesn't have access. So now there is some different code because user doesn't have access to read uses the members of the group. So I'll do that in some different way. Just get groups, iterate it, and check in the group mail. And if it's true, yes, it's fine. Another, I raise the error and print it to the client. So the next, view and modify but not delete your mess. So I use more limited scope, and there is just few things. Everything can get from the Gmail file, Gmail app, find so the first, send email, search by mails, get user label. So also I need to change labels, creating the new one, and searching. Yeah, so by the certain rules, I search emails and put some labels for that, and respond. So also yes, we use mark thread read method of Gmail application. Let's set email. So then also so dangerous things we should do: just reading, creating labels, that's all. The next one, all applications to run then when present. So we also works with triggers, and we have trigger controller. Just creating trigger time-based, and that's all. Yeah, we don't use some extra. And yeah, also we should manage delete triggers and display and third party. So this function, this method I'm used in main file code.js. Just spreadsheet up and get UI. And load menu, use some more deeper methods. Let me remember. Menu.js, add item. So just to create and display this menu. And models. So that's all how our application use these scopes. So let's run hello, and then test. As you can see, we have a model, and to run it, we should enable auto respond. Let's do that. Main settings, enable, save. So as you can see, there is a login of our application. and then we can run test. Done. Okay, count mesh 0. Fine. And the next part, it's triggers. So user can set triggers to run our application automatically in the background. And so it's called that if we want to disable these triggers, we can remove it. We'll just disable our plugin in main settings. Update. So that's all about our application. Thank you for your attention. Bye.